asking for water, I gave you fire instead. You needed a whisper, I raised my voice instead. I thought love meant being strong, but I held my pride too long. And now your silence says it all, more honest than my call. I could have loved you better, with softer hands, with kinder words. I could have listened when your silence hurt. I could have shown you more than I said, but I left you empty instead. Now you're gone, and I remember I could have loved you better. You reached for me gently, I was too lost in my storm. You asked for understanding, I gave cold when you asked for warmth. I was there, but never fully in, always 2 steps from where we began. Now I lie awake and trace the cost of every chance I lost. I could have loved you better, held you when you came undone, stayed instead of saying I'm done. I could have been before I broke, spoke the truth before I choked. You were patient, I was precious, and I could have loved you better. Now I'm learning the price of too late, watching love I ruin walk away. I could have loved you better, not perfect, but brave enough to put you first, to show up tough, to ask for help instead of hide, to fight for us instead of pride. You gave your all, I gave you lesser, but I swear I could have loved you better. It wasn't just the words I said, it was the way they hit your chest, sharp like glass in a quiet room. You flinched, and I knew the truth. You weren't asking for war, but I brought battle just the words I said. It was the silence that followed next. It was a storm behind my breath. It was the way I left you guessing. I spoke like I was trying to win. You heard goodbye again and again. Yeah, it wasn't just the words I said. It wasn't just that one bad night. It was a pattern I thought was right. Calling love tough like that was fair. Never saw your breaking stare. I wrapped my fear up as control. And made you carry what I should hold. You needed softness, I gave stone, and wondered why you felt alone. It wasn't just the words I said. It was the tone, the weight, the mess. It was never what you deserved. But I kept throwing broken verse. You waited for a change in me, while I made pain sound like honesty. Yeah, it wasn't just the words I said. Now I speak to empty air, wishing I had learned to care when it still counted. It wasn't just the words I said. It was what they did inside your head. They built a wall I never meant. They turned your heart from soft to spent. And now your silence tells me this. It was every word I missed. It wasn't just the words I said. You raised your voice, I raised it more. What started small became a war. You said I'm tired, I heard attack. You turned away, and I turned my back. One slammed door, two broken hearts, all 'cause I didn't play the softer part. I had a chance to reach to bend, but I chose to fight, not to mend. This is the fight I should have stopped before the damage dropped, before the tears, before the scar, before I let us fall that far. You weren't asking me to break, just to care for your mistake. But I pushed and you walked off. This is the fight I should have stopped. I remember how your hand shook, how your voice cracked when I wouldn't look. You needed arms, I gave a wall. You needed grace, I gave you all. My anger sharp and uncontrolled, like love was something I could scold. I could have kissed the pain away, but I just let the moment stray. This is the fight I should have stopped, not the one I had to win. But I was louder than your hurt within. I could have paused, I could have tried, but I let the fire decide. And now your silence says enough. This is the fight I should have stopped. To break a soul, sometimes it's the cold that takes its toll. This is the fight I should have stopped, the one that ended us. It wasn't fate, it wasn't rust. Too blind to see, you were still choosing me. Now I replay it night and day, the fight I let take you away. You stood there waiting for me to speak, but I let silence do the damage deed. You needed softness, I stayed hard, too wrapped in ego to drop my guard. Your eyes said please, my mouth said no. You reached for peace, I let it go. I turned my back to save my pride and lost the only thing I should have tried. So I said nothing at all. Let the quiet sound like distance. Let my fear build a wall. Now your goodbye still haunts me, like a voice I didn't call, too proud to say I'm sorry. I acted like I didn't care, but regret hangs heavy in the air. You left with grace I never gave. I stayed behind, but I'm not brave. I wore the anger like a suit while you carried all the truth. Now every mirror shows the cost of every word I never tossed. Too proud to say I'm sorry, like sorry made me weak. But it takes more strength to mean it than it does to grit your teeth. And now I trade this bitter silence for one chance to find relief. But I was too proud to say I'm sorry. If I could fold time like a letter, I'd send back the man who knew better. And I stayed behind in a colder place. Now I give the world to speak your name, but all I earned was the blame. Too proud, too slow, too late to say I'm sorry. You were breaking, and I looked away. Told myself you'd be fine someday. You were shaking, but I stayed still. Let you fall when I could have healed. You didn't need a speech or plan. You just needed my open hands. But I stood frozen, proud and blind, too late to turn back time. What if I just held you, let your weight rest on my chest? What if I gave you comfort instead of making a mess? What if I loved you like I knew how? Maybe you'd still be here now. The moment I lost you was the moment I let go too soon. What if I just held you? You were tired, but you still tried. I gave you doubt when I should have cried. All you wanted was a a softer place, but I just left you out in space. I told myself I'd fix it soon, but now I'm staring at an empty room, and everything you ever said plays louder now inside my head. What if I just held you, arms instead of words that sting? What if I didn't pull away when I saw your whole world sink? What if I stayed and let love lead instead of watching you leave? You didn't ask for much, it's true. Just a man who would hold you. Now I hold regret instead, where your heart used to rest. What if I just held you? No fixing, no big reply, just my hands wiping the tears you'd cry. You asked for love, I gave control. Now I'm alone with what I stole. I still dream of holding you, but dreams don't make old truths new. What if I just